Hello friends, in this video I will going to show you how to make a helical gears and double helical gears. To make this double helical gear as shown in the figure, first we have to make involute profile as shown in this image. To make this involute profile, you have to come in part design. In here you have to select a part design. In part design, you have to click involute gear. So here we will select 50 teeth, module of phi, and pressure angle we will select 14.5 and we will select OK. So we have created involute profile. Now we have to swap this involute profile like this, and this is a helical profile. As the name suggests, this is a helix. So the next step is to make this helix. To make this helix, we have to come in part. In part, we have to select geometric primitives. Under the geometric primitives, in place of plane, we will select helix. And now we will give dimensions of helix. We will select pitch as 850, height of 40, with radius 1 and angle 0, and we will create it. So we have created the involute profile of a gear, and we have also created this helix. Now we have to swap this involute profile of a gear along the helical path. To do this, under the part we will select swap. In this swap, in profile we will select involute profile. In swap path, we will select this and we will say done, and we will on create solid, frame it, and we will click OK. So now we have created involute profile of a gear, and this is a single helical gear. In this picture you can see that teeth of a double helical gear is not continuous, and there is some gap between the two teeth. When these two teeth are continuous, then it is no longer called double helical gear. Then it is known as herringbone gear. So to create the gap between these two teeth, we will create this circle on one face and we will extrude it by 10 mm, and diameter of this circle is 115 mm. Let's see how to do this. Now we will shift from part to part design. Under part design, we will select create body. Now body is created. We will go in model. In model, you can see the body is created. We will just shift this swap into body. So this swap has came inside the body as a base feature. In this phase, we will create a circle. Radius of this circle is 115 mm. So our sketch is fully constrained. We will close this and we will extrude this using a feature pad. By a 10 mm. We will select OK. So now our CAD look like this. A helical teeth followed by a sum part. To reduce the weight of the gear, we will remove some portion from the gear. To remove that portion of the gear, we will draw these two circles and we will remove the material between these two circles using a feature pocket. Diameter of radius of a outer circle is 110 mm and inner circle is 55 mm. In opposite to this face, here we will draw two circles. We will give dimension to these circles. Radius of this circle is 110 mm. Radius of this circle is 55 mm. Now our sketch is fully constrained. So we will close this and we will use feature pocket. In length we will select 10 mm. Now our CAD look like this. Now we will create a provision for a shaft and key weight. To do this, first we will draw the sketch which is highlighted in a red color and we will use feature pocket. Radius of this circle is 25 mm and dimensions of the keys are 20 mm into 12 mm. In this face, we will draw a circle and a rectangle. Radius of this circle is 25 mm. Now we will draw a rectangle. This side is 20 mm. And this side is of 12 mm. Now you can see that this rectangle is moving, so we have to fix its position. To fix the position, distance between these 2 points is 10 mm. Now rectangle can move only in vertical direction, so it has only 1 degree of freedom. To fix this, distance between these 2 points is 19 mm. Now our sketch is fully constrained. So now we will trim this part of the circle. Now we will select these three lines, 1, 2, 3, and we will convert these three lines into construction line. So you can see it has been converted into a yellow, a blue line. Now the sketch is open. To close this sketch, we will make line here and here. So this is line, this 2 points coincide. Similarly, these 2 points coincide. Same thing we will do here. We will create a line. We will select this two edge and it will coincide. Similarly, this two edge coincide. Now our sketch is fully constrained, as you can see in a green color. So we will close this. So you can see that we have created a keyway and shaft. Now we will use the feature pocket. Here we can select through all. Click OK. So now our CAD look like this. To reduce the weight of the gear further, we will draw one circle and we will extrude it, and we will pattern it to 6. We will draw a sketch on this plane. We will draw one circle. This circle lies on this axis. Distance between this to center is 77.5. Radius of this circle is 15 mm. So our sketch is fully constrained. We will close it and we will do a pocket. In dimensions, we will select through all. And we have created one hole. Now we have to create 6 another. For that we will use polar pattern. In base features, we will select pocket 2, and here in occurrence we will select 6. So now we have created 6 holes and our gear look like this. Now we have made one part of the gear. To make another part of the gear as shown in the figure this, we can use the option mirror. to use the option mirror, we have to go in part. In part, we have to select option mirror. In mirror, we have to select body. We have to mirror about this plane. This plane is located at a distance of 50 from origin along Z axis. So we will select Z as 50 and we will say OK. We have mirror and now our gear look like this. Now if you double click on this, you can see that these both are a different part. To make this as a single part, we can use the option union. So here is the union. So we have to do union of a body and a mirror, and we will click on apply. After doing this operation, if you double click on this, so you can see the whole body is selected. So now this whole gear is made into single part. Now the final stage is to fillet all the sharp edges. To fillet the sharp corner, we have to select the option fillet. In fillet, here we have to select fusion. In edges, we have to click on these edges, and here we have to select all the edges, sharp edges, which we have to fillet. We have selected all the sharp edges on one side of the gear. Similarly, we will select on another side of the gears. In fillet radius, we will select 2 mm and we will click OK. So now we are done with our gear design. This is how our double helical gears look like. Thank you.